Hi, it's Paul Sackett's Good News Broadcast. I'm speaking to Fred Klein. Hi, Fred. How are you?
I'm doing pretty well. I'm on vacation in Key West.
Nice and warm. And Fred, right now we're putting the heat on and figuring out how to insulate better here. So it's a sad moment in comparison to yours. It's cold here in New York.
And the stock market is dropping.
All righty. Well, let's hope it goes back up.
It will.
Fred, you had founded, I even believe, the Gotham Networking Group. Is that right?
Yes. Would you like to know the genesis of the whole operation?
Give me the whole schmear.
In 1996, I'm an attorney. I'm a labor and employment attorney representing management. An attorney friend of mine asked me if I belonged to a networking group, and I said, "What's a networking group?" And he said, "It's a bunch of non-competing people that meet for breakfast to pass leads, and they try to help each other. And to be honest with you, we have to bring guests, i.e. fresh blood. Would you come?" And I said, "No, because I run in the morning." And he said, "Please." And I said, "No." And then he did something which I like to call is legalized begging. He said, "As a matter of professional courtesy, I'm asking you to come to this breakfast." I said, "Well, I can't say no to that, Bob." And I went. And I went to the breakfast, and I was nervous as a cat. I had never done it before. I didn't want to be there. And when my turn came, the facilitator said, "Fred, tell us what you do." And I said, "I'm a labor and employment attorney representing management, and a good lead for me is anyone that has employees." And I was done, and I said to myself, "I'm done. Thank God I exercised my obligation to my friend." And as I was leaving, the facilitator came up to me and said, "You did a terrific job. You were so impressive." And I said to myself, "You're full of beans," because I knew better. And I said to him, "Well, tell me about this networking group." And in 1996, he said, "We charge $2,500 for dues." And I said to myself, "Bingo, he wants me for the money." I said, "I'm not interested." And I went back to work, and I forgot about him. But he started calling me and prospecting me. And finally I said to him, "My father once said, if you're going to be in a circle, you want to be at the hub of the circle and not on the periphery. And if you'll form a group around me, I would be willing to do it if you comp me." And he said in an imperious voice, "I decide when there's a new group." I said, "Thank you very much," hung up the phone, went to my partner Nancy Shess and said, "We're forming a networking group." She said, "What's a networking group?" I told her the story, and in January of 1997, with 10 people, we started our first networking group. I'm sorry it's long-winded, but that's the story.
Okay, so let's kind of say now, where are we now? Now, I've actually attended one of those networking groups.
In Florida?
No, here in New York. One of your groups, and we met, actually. You might not recollect it, but we did just briefly.
Was it nice to you?
You were so nice, that's why we're doing this interview. And everybody was very nice, and they were all doing good things in all different kinds of walks. Was the TV kind of guy, but everybody had something that they were doing, and they were there to share. And I guess that's the heart of the whole operation, right?
Well, our mantra is, as your mother said to you once, it's better to give than receive, but we added, but what goes around comes around. So if everyone sits in a circle and gives to the left, they're newer to your benefit from the right. We analogize ourselves to a family. We're a social-business networking group, but the emphasis on the social bonds us better. And when we generate leads for each other, they're warm leads, and we like to think that we're guilty of irrational acts of kindness. We really care about each other.
So how does somebody get involved with it? I mean, you need to know somebody to get into this, right?
We're getting a lot of people. We have 45 groups now, 2 in Boston all the way down to 1 in Fort Lauderdale and Miami, up the eastern coast. And it's growing, geometrically, and people are coming to the website on their own and asking if they can come. So most of it is word of mouth. But, in this world of the Internet, there are a number of people that are finding us.
Okay. And the website is what, GothamNetworking.com?
www.gothamnetworking.com. That's correct.
Okay. Now, the future. How do you see this organization under difficult economic times right now?
Well, one of the things we did was that I'm also the treasurer of the Friars Club in New York City, so there's a perfect synergy. We meet at the Friars for most of our groups, and because of the increase in cost in food and everything, the Friars had to raise the cost of our lunches. So what we did was, instead of having 9 lunches a year, we decided not to raise the dues and only have 8 lunches in 2009. We find that because of the economy, people need to network even more, and we're the best buy in town. In 2009, you're going to get 8 lunches at the Friars Club, plus all the other things for $600 total, and it's not a lot of money.
No, that's a great. The Friars Club has great food to begin with.
Yep, yeah, and great shtick.
We're doing a Friars Club event. Actually, it's a benefit, and about 15 of the Friars are coming over. I am a member of the Actors Temple here on 47th Street, and 15 of them are coming over and doing some shtick for the Actors Temple to raise some money. Why don't you
join the Friars Club? I could facilitate that for you.
I love the Friars Club. I've been there many times, but I never have joined at this point. I should.
Yep.
I agree with you. I used to go a lot with Lester Lannon. Used to bring me over there.
Oh, wow.
Classic guy. Classic. Yeah. Well, I'm looking at your website. You had a lot of information on here.
Well, we do a lot of things. First of all, I'm very proud to say that my younger son designed the website, Alex Klein, designoven.com, and we have blogs. We have 7 different bloggers. We have a book club, and world-famous authors such as Sarah Gruen, Water for Elephants. They interact with us. We consider ourselves a magic wand. Anything that anyone wants to try, we'll try, and normally because we have all of these people that are trying with us, we succeed.
Well, they say you grow much quicker when you're in a team.
Yeah. We have something called Fred's List. It's named after me, but obviously it's lifted from Craigslist, and that's our listserv. And when somebody asks for something, I'll give you the most absurd example. Someone said, if your Fred's List is so great, I have a son that does not speak Chinese and wants a job in Shanghai, China. Well, in 3 days we had 3 leads, and he's now working in Shanghai, China. I mean, I couldn't even do that on my own. There's no way.
Uh-huh. Well, there's power in the people sticking together and working together. I think right now, with the way the world is right now, this is the true test of everybody's friendships and being there for other people. This is the time when someone loses either a job or their financial condition isn't good. Other people will step in, especially the long-term friends.
In that connection, there are people that have told me that they're not going to be able to afford their dues in 2009, and I'm going to keep them as members. Well,
they call you a mensch, and the organization a mensch. So you're going to go through the tough times together.
When Bono was on the cover of Time magazine, he was asked, well, how does your group, after all these years, remain relevant? And he says, we treat our fans like they're members of a tribe. And I stole that to it. And we call our brand of networking tribal networking. Everyone is part of the same tribe.
Well, in essence, going back to the tribe and going back to Aboriginal people lived in clusters. They lived in groups, and they took care of each other. When somebody was ill, the way they dealt with it, that they would all gather together, they would embrace, they go around it, and help somebody. That was the nature of the people in the small towns. That's how you do it. And here in the city, though, I think this is probably for many is a real an opportunity to, be part of it, a group, an association. Sometimes which is in personal city because it's just so many people.
When I go to a meeting, I can't wait to go to the meeting because I feel as if I get sustenance from the people. I feed off the people, and it goes back and forth. And we have so many different affinities. We have an all-lefty group where you can sit anywhere at the table and not bang elbows. It's true. And on Halloween, we had a paranormal experience group, and everyone told about their I mean, I'm just trying to give you a flavor that that we can do anything. I mean, we feel as if we drank the Kool-Aid in a good way.
You got the Bandit 2, Commerce Group, Bandit, Women New York, Gay Lesbian, Diversity, Israel Off Legal, Long Island, LI Legal, Women Long Island, Westchester, Hispanic, Queens, Gang, Boston, Fairfield, Brooklyn Bridge, email members, Solo, Open House, New Haven. You're a busy operation. How many members in total?
We have over 600. We also have a group, the Green Group.
That was going to be the next one.
Yeah, they feel as if their mission is to save the world. And we also have a healthcare group where there are people in the healthcare business. And when somebody has a problem, whether it's with their parents or themselves, and they're about to face the healthcare system, these people are like a triage, and they advocate for you and make it more comfortable. That's just part of tribal networking.
There it goes. Here's the motto: it's better to give than receive, but what goes around comes around. So,
right.
Fred, congratulations for, I'm sure, helping many people find opportunities and jobs and good friendships, long-lasting friendships, I get the sense here.
And I just want to say one last thing. We also like to feel as if we're non-salaried, non-commissioned salesmen for each other.
Mm-hmm. That's a good way to think about life. Or as we try to say here at Good News Broadcast, all we are is what we are for each other.
Well, I'd like to invite you to our marketing and communications lunch. I think it's on December 4th.
December 4th?
Yep.
Okay. Over at the Friars Club?
No, this one is at the leader of that group likes a very, very good Italian restaurant. That's the only one that doesn't meet at the Friars Club.
Okay. All right, I'll give you a holler. Well, I'll put it down. I'll be happy to come over.
It was my pleasure, and good luck. And, you know, what goes down must come up. There will be a bounce, I promise.
Man falls in order to rise. We're on the same page there. Everything's going to be fine.
I appreciate your taking the time to talk to me.
Thank you very much, Fred. Take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.